Is pet care free in the UK? Pet ownership brings companionship and joy to many individuals and families across the United Kingdom. However, along with the benefits of having a pet come responsibilities, including the financial commitment to their care. This article explores the costs associated with pet care in the UK and what pet owners should consider. Get advice from your vet first. The first step towards helping your pet is contacting your local vet. Although it can feel awkward to talk about money, it's good to speak honestly with your vet about what you can afford, as there may be alternative options. Your vet should be able to give advice on how best to help your pet, but if unable to, there are other options to consider depending on your circumstance and location. Options can sometimes be offered at a reduced cost, free through some pet insurance providers, and your vet may provide treatment directly. Avoid DIY remedies to cut costs. If you're worried about money, you may be tempted to use home remedies or ask people without a professional vet's qualification for help. Unfortunately, many common human products and medications can be very harmful when used on pets. For example, paracetamol is highly toxic to cats and ibuprofen is very toxic to cats and dogs. Complications can be serious and lead to vet costs much higher than the original concern. In some cases, it can result in the loss of the pet, as symptoms may not be seen until serious damage has been done. Well-meaning people, who are not professionally trained, may also offer you pet health advice, and this type of advice may not be suitable or safe to use on your pet for reasons only a trained vet would know. This is why it's very important to speak to your vet practice if you notice a change in your pet's health or behavior. Getting your pet to the vet quickly tends to lower the long-term cost of vet bills, as well as helping improve your pet's well-being sooner. Check if your pet is unwell. If you're unsure how quickly to contact a vet, you can check your pet's symptoms for free using Vet Help Direct's online symptom checker, or book an online or virtual consultation. Vets aren't normally able to prescribe medications through virtual consults, but they can help your vet determine whether your pet needs urgent attention. How to get medication at a cheaper cost. Costs can vary for the same medication, so it's worth asking your vet if they can write a prescription to use online or bring it to a pharmacy where the price may be lower. Pharmacies that buy very large amounts of medications at a time can often put a lower price tag for each one. But many vet clinics are small businesses, they cannot buy this larger amount of medication and use it all before it expires. Your vet will need to charge for writing the prescription, and this goes to the cost of running their clinic. But buying some medication this way can still reduce your overall costs. Can't afford a vet treatment estimate. Unfortunately, there's no NHS for pets, and vets need to charge fees to keep their clinics running. While vets are usually unable to lower the cost of their treatments, there are options to consider and discuss with your vet. Alternative treatments. There could be other treatment options your vet can offer. Lower-cost treatments can offer good results, but these options may come with less certainty or with more risks than the higher-cost alternatives. This is something your vet can explain to you. The more recent advances in medicine and equipment come with an increased cost, and on a low budget, the sort of things you might see on the TV probably won't be available, but there may still be an option that might help your pet feel better. The cost of pet ownership. Contrary to a common misconception, pet care is not free in the UK. Owning a pet involves various expenses, including 1. Initial costs. These include the purchase or adoption fee, vaccinations, microchipping, and potentially neutering or spaying. 2. Ongoing expenses, regular costs such as food, grooming, toys, and accessories. 3. Medical care, vet visits for routine checkups, vaccinations, and treatments for illnesses or injuries. 4. Insurance. Many pet owners opt for pet insurance to cover unexpected veterinary bills. 5. Other costs, training classes, pet sitting or boarding fees, and unforeseen expenses. Veterinary care costs. One of the most significant ongoing expenses for pet owners is veterinary care. In the UK, veterinary practices are typically privately owned and operate on a fee-for-service basis. The cost of veterinary care can vary based on factors such as type of pet. Dogs and cats generally have higher medical costs compared to smaller pets like rabbits or hamsters. Location. Veterinary fees can vary between regions and cities. Treatment required. Costs can escalate depending on the complexity of the treatment needed. National Health Service, NHS, and pet care. It's essential to note that the NHS, National Health Service, in the UK provides healthcare services exclusively for humans. Pets do not have access to free medical care through the NHS. Therefore, all veterinary treatments and medications must be paid for by the pet owner. Financial assistance and insurance. While pet care is not free, there are options available to help manage costs. Pet insurance. Many pet owners choose to take out insurance to cover unexpected veterinary bills. Insurance policies vary in coverage levels, premiums, and exclusions, so it's crucial to research and choose a policy that fits your needs. Charities and assistance programs. Some charities and organizations offer financial assistance or low-cost veterinary services for pet owners in need. Responsible pet ownership. Being a responsible pet owner involves budgeting for your pet's needs and ensuring they receive necessary medical care throughout their lives. Understanding the financial commitment upfront allows pet owners to plan and budget effectively to provide their pets with the care they deserve. Understanding the financial commitment. Contrary to popular belief, pet care is not free in the UK. The expenses of owning a pet can be substantial and include 1. Initial costs. These encompass the adoption or purchase fee, vaccinations, microchipping, and potentially the cost of neutering or spaying. 2. Ongoing expenses. Regular costs such as high-quality pet food, grooming supplies, bedding, toys, and other accessories. 3. Veterinary care. Routine checkups, vaccinations, preventive treatments such as flea and worm control, and the costs associated with unexpected illnesses or injuries. 4. Pet insurance. Many pet owners opt for insurance to mitigate the financial impact of unexpected veterinary bills. Insurance premiums vary based on factors such as the pet's breed, age, and the level of coverage chosen. 5. Other considerations. Training classes, pet boarding or sitting fees, and potential expenses related to pet-related damages or accidents. Veterinary costs in the UK. 5. Other considerations. Training classes, pet boarding or sitting fees, and potential expenses related to pet-related damages or accidents. Veterinary costs in the UK. Veterinary care is a significant ongoing expense for pet owners in the UK. Unlike healthcare for humans provided by the National Health Service, NHS, veterinary care is generally privately funded. Costs can vary widely depending on factors such as type of pet. Dogs and cats tend to have higher medical expenses compared to smaller pets like rabbits or guinea pigs. Location. Veterinary fees may differ between urban and rural areas. Complexity of treatment. The cost of veterinary care can escalate based on the severity and complexity of the treatment required. National Health Service, NHS, and pets. It's important to clarify that pets do not have access to free medical care through the NHS. Veterinary care and treatments must be paid for by the pet owner, emphasizing the need for financial preparedness and responsible pet ownership. Financial assistance and support. While pet care involves significant costs, there are resources available to assist pet owners. Pet insurance. A well-chosen insurance policy can provide financial protection against unexpected veterinary bills. It's essential to compare policies and understand coverage limits, exclusions, and premiums. Charitable organizations. Some charities and organizations offer financial aid, discounted veterinary services, or support for pet owners facing financial hardship.